everybody, welcome to my vlog, and for today's video we will be doing something in the kitchen. I will be going to pickle green mangoes and I will show you all the steps and processes that I did and of course the ingredients, so stay tuned and let's get right into the video. But before that, what is lactic acid fermentation? Lactic acid fermentation is a metabolic process by which glucose or other 6-carbon sugars are converted into cellular energy. And with that, let's start doing our pickled mangoes. So first thing that I did was I sliced up all the green mangoes into small but thick pieces. And then after that, I put all of it in the jar to be filled up with the brine later on. Now for the brine, when the pan started to heat up, I poured in the water first. And then followed by the sugar, and then I stirred it up a little bit for it to dissolve faster. And then I put in the salt and let it dissolve, and lastly the vinegar. I turned up the heat to medium and I waited for it to boil. And I also added in a little bit of pepper. I turned the stove off and I poured the brine all in a bowl, and I waited for it to cool down for a few minutes. After it cooled down, I poured all of it in the jar using a filter for the pepper to not be included. But then I realized that the brine wasn't enough for the whole jar. So I had to do another batch of brine, doubling up the ingredients. That includes half a cup of sugar, a tablespoon of salt, 4 tablespoons of vinegar, and a cup of water. After repeating that process, I poured the second batch of brine in the jar. And as you can see now, it was filled up all the way up to the top. And then I got myself some plastic wrapper to finally seal up the jar. And then I pushed it down a little bit for the green mangoes to be completely submerged in the brine. And then I closed it not so tight, and it is now ready to go in the refrigerator. So this is what it looked like before going in the refrigerator, for the spoiling to be slowed down. I wasn't able to do a time lapse because it is inside the refrigerator and it is very hard for me to film from the inside, but this is what it looked like after 24 hours of fermenting. And if it is compared to what it looked like before going in the refrigerator, you can see that it turned a bit yellow and some of the green mangoes already sank in the bottom. And after 48 hours of fermenting, this is what it looked like. And as you can see, the color yellow is much more visible now. And now I tasted it after 48 hours. My first thought was the green mangoes was able to absorb the taste of the brine slightly because I was able to taste the sweetness of the sugar, and the smell was more sour than before. And so I put it again inside the refrigerator, and after 72 hours of fermenting, this is what it looked like. I didn't taste it on the 3rd day because I was preparing to taste it on the 4th day because I think I would be satisfied with the taste by that time. So after waiting for another day, I finally tasted it again. So it turns out I was right. It tasted so good. I could really say that the mangoes absorbed the taste of the brine enough for it to taste sweet and sour at the same time. And for the smell, it was just the same with how it smelled on the second day. So, in conclusion, for me, 4 days is good enough for my pickled mangoes. So what are the benefits of lactofermentation? Lactofermentation uses lactic acid bacteria to simply and effectively preserve food. Lacto-fermented foods may boost heart and brain health and offer anti-inflammatory, cancer-fighting, immune-boosting, anti-diabetic, and anti-obesity benefits. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have learned something from the video and you enjoyed it. So see you on the next vlog. Bye!